Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We got some pretty decent news, I guess, when it comes to Transformers, although it is not Transformers Reactivate, but we may have a new Transformers movie coming on the way in 2024. We might just have the title for it. Now, take this all with a grain of salt. This could be a rumor, or this could actually be a leak, but I do have some information backing up some of this stuff. So, as we know, Transformers Rise of the Beast was supposed to come out last year, June of 2022, and then obviously got a whole year delay. And along with that, same time around this year in 2023, we're supposed to get an animated film of Transformers, and this is supposed to be like a prequel and supposed to explore the backstory of Optimus Prime and Megatron's relationship on Cybertron. No, not that terrible Netflix show, actually something different and actually sounds pretty decent. And it seems like we've gotten the title for this film, and it's still coming out next year, supposedly in theaters, which I think is pretty cool. I didn't think it was going to drop in theaters. I thought it would play on like Paramount Plus or something like that as a like animated movie. But supposedly the title is called Transformers High Moon. I like that. I like this title a lot because with the story of this, like I mentioned, the early days of Cybertron, the war for Cybertron. Not the terrible Netflix show, but War for Cybertron. Back before that, whole subline of toys in that show. Last time we had something called War for Cybertron is the second best Transformers game of all time, Transformers War for Cybertron, made by High Moon Studio. So if this title is true, I think Transformers High Moon sounds pretty awesome and pays a really good homage to those wonderful people at High Moon Studios, and of course those two beloved games that everyone loves in this community. And I think High Moon, from what we know so far, sounds pretty decent. It's going to be a prequel film, like I said. It's going to explore the relationship between Optimus Prime and Megatron, and it's actually directed by Toy Story 4's Josh Cooley. I haven't seen a Toy Story film in a long time, so I don't know really too much if Josh Cooley's, a good choice or not. I assume he is because, it's Toy Story, so I think it's pretty good. And the script is being written by screenwriting partners Andrew Bear and Gabriel Ferrari, which is known for Marvel Studios' Ant-Man's franchise. Now, I know some of you are kind of like, oh no, but mind you, although Ant-Man 3 I didn't like it. It wasn't the best Marvel film. I feel like the first one and the second one were pretty decent. So I feel like the writing and tone will be a little bit more serious and dark, but some humor, some humor here and there. Hopefully not like MCU humor, but stuff like that. I'm not too worried about the screenwriters, to be honest. And like I said, Josh Cooley, if I just watched Toy Story 4, I think, I would know a little bit more. But it did win the Best Animated Feature Academy Award in 2020. So I feel like that's, pretty good. And it also mentions in this article that I have the link down below is how the last time we had an animated film was in 1986 with, Transformers, the G1 movie, which I don't think that's necessarily true because the last animated film was Beast Hunters. But maybe they're talking about that was released in the theaters because Beast Hunters, it was a pretty decent movie. It was not too bad. But that was the last time we got that, which was, when was that? I want to say 2013, 2014. So yeah, supposedly this movie is supposed to come out next year, as it was supposed to come out this year, but obviously with the ROTB delay. And I honestly think this movie's fate will depend on how well Rise of the Beast is. And considering what we know so far with Rise of the Beast, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like with the more info we get on that movie, I feel like I get a little bit more less and less interested. I'm not trying to hate or anything like that. I feel like I tend to be open-minded. All jokes aside, I tend to be open-minded with Transformers and all that. But I don't know, man. We haven't gotten a trailer yet. Supposedly the rumor is we're getting one next week, but that's next week. That's going to be mid-April. We're now just getting an official trailer mid-April when the movie comes out in June. I don't know. It just sounds a little bit weird to me. And we've had like 5 different variations of the first teaser trailer with like extended frames and all that. And, in my opinion, the voicing cast seems a little bit rough. But like I said, I'm going to be open-minded when I see the movie. I just don't know how well this movie is going to be received out in the public. And I feel like if this movie does do good, we'll definitely see this animated film of Transformers High Moon next year. Considering that this film got pushed back because of ROTB, it's definitely linked with each other. So hopefully it'll be a pretty decent prequel film. and hopefully it'll be a pretty decent prequel film with Optimus Prime and Megatron. I tend to like these type of stories, especially the War for Cybertron minus the Netflix show. And what's actually good news about this movie and why I have decent faith and hope for is Peter Cullen is actually going to be in this film, as we go from ROTB trailer, who posted this, J4612672 762J, my bad. Got some info about Peter Cullen. He got to speak to Peter Cullen and ask him questions about Optimus Prime, and he confirmed that he's working on an animated film where Optimus is a bit younger, and I feel like that just correlates with this film. I don't really feel like I'm grasping at straws here. As far as I know, there's no sort of animated film or Transformers film in the works other than this one. So definitely for sure, it's good to know that Peter Cullen's going to be the voice of Optimus Prime in this film. I was really scared that he wasn't going to be, because in the Netflix show, they didn't get Peter Cullen because I believe they didn't want to work with his union, because Peter Cullen has a union or something like that. I'm pretty sure someone in the comments knows the whole story on that. And the War for Cybertron show, for what it was, I thought the animation was pretty decent, to be honest. Just the voice casting was really bad, and I honestly couldn't buy the guy who voiced Optimus Prime as Optimus, and he just didn't really seem like Optimus Prime. So hopefully this animated film will be pretty decent, considering Peter Cullen will be voicing in it. Hopefully you get Frank Welker in this as well. I don't know though, considering that most of the voicing cast for these newer movies have completely new voice actors except for Peter Cullen. Although we do know in the Bumblebee movie that Peter Cullen was originally not going to be in it, but then they added him last minute. So that's pretty good to know. And Peter Cullen also confirmed that they are already working on the sequel for ROTB. So it seems like ROTB will officially be a trilogy, and maybe post-credit scene we will see Megatron. I don't know, I'm still excited, but I just don't know, man. We haven't really seen any new info. The only info we've gotten is just them dropping a statue from place to place, which really weird marketing, I'm not gonna lie. But as always, I would love to know you guys' thoughts on this. Are you guys excited for this animated film? Are you guys also still excited for Rise of the Beast? Please let me know down in the comments below. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully soon, man, we get some Reactivate news, because I think we're all just starving for new info on that game. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care. Tell me you guys like Transformers content. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.